Well now, let me see what this Morthal has to offer. I hope that this Falion is not too difficult to find. It looks to be a sunny day. Unfortunate. Well, it's a bit overcast, but I guess that's the best I can hope for. I wonder what's going on with that. Pardon me, have you seen a
Stay out of
Falion?
trouble, elf.
Yes, I will. I wonder where he could be. Excuse me.
No
Have you...
lollygagging.
I was simply asking a question. Do you know where I can find a
What do you
Falion?
need?
I'm trying to tell you. What I need is to know where Falion is. Do you know?
What is it, elf?
No? How about the house that's burned down at the end of the boardwalk?
It's bad luck to talk about that place. Jarl's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though. Be looking for a fool if you ask me.
Is that so? Very well. Blast. Where's this Falion? Young man. Young man.
I get lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not here.
Yes, I know the feeling. I wonder...
Have you seen my mother?
I'm afraid
I want her to come home.
I have not. Who's that? That looks like a Falion if I had ever seen one, which I have not, but perhaps I might get lucky. Excuse me.
You stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath. I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace.
What are you going on about? Why would anyone accuse you of that?
The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true.
Very well. But if you are indeed the Falion I've heard so much about, I hear that you are an expert in vampirism?
I know many things. I've studied things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I have met Daedra and Dwemer, and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a man.
I wonder, what gave you your first clue? Was it some sort of deep knowledge and insight, or perhaps it was the smoking of my flesh? But how can you be so sure nonetheless?
I met several of your kind during my studies of life-extending magics. I even considered becoming a vampire myself. In the end, vampirism would endanger my ward Agni, which would defeat the intended purpose.
So, will you tell me nothing else? Will you tell me about my powers? No? Well then. Good day.
All right then.
This trip to Morthal has been a complete waste of time. I was here to find this Falion so that I might learn more of my gifts. And he tells me nothing other than he's been to plains and visited dwarves and all sorts of nonsense. Bah! Cursed to you. I wonder, what is it that this Jarl is seeking?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
No, they haven't.
You are trouble. Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
Excuse me.
With the Jarl. I'd ask that you speak to me first.
Very well. I have business with the Jarl.
I do what I can to see that Idgrut's time isn't wasted, and that she only has to deal with important matters.
Yes, well, may I speak to her?
Until next time.
Thank you. Pardon me, Madam Jarl.
Life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. What purpose this serves, we will no doubt see. Welcome.
You are a prophet of sort, speaking in riddles and rhymes. Well, that's all nice, but I have a question about the house.
Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open.
I heard that you're looking for someone to investigate the house fire.
Hrogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them?
Madam, you are Jarl. That should be enough to gainsay anyone within your walls. Well, so to speak. What did this Hrogar say?
Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself.
To his own family? His wife and his child?
Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alva.
No, madam. Lust would make a man unfaithful, but certainly not burn down his child. No, that is not a man. That is not a man at all. Have you arrested him, or what are you waiting for then?
On rumor and gossip? No, but you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you.
Ah, I understand now. Plausible deniability. Well played, Madam Jarl. I will look into your fire.
Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Good day. And pray that this Hrogar, that his fate lies in your hands, not mine, for he will not do well in my hands. I certainly wish that more people would spend time in the evening hours than in the God's forsaken sunlight. Well now, let us go look at this house. Perhaps get some better insight. Well, that explains the death bell, I believe. This town, and I should have seen it, I should have sensed it, reeks of death. Oh, for the love of... Where is that bloody plant? Would you please? Enough. Now, what have we here? It would seem that there's not a whole lot left. Ash or anything. Hello. Well, who are you? Who are you, young girl?
Helgi, but father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger?
As well you should not. But no, I'm a friend. Tell me, do you know what happened to your home?
The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore. But I'm lonely. Will you play with me?
I'm so sorry to hear that, child. Yes, of course I will play with you. If I do, would you tell me who set the fire?
Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me, and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime, though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then.
What do you mean? Which other one?
I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
Excuse me. What, are you looking at?
Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make sense.
Yes, indeed.
I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no boast. Until next time.
Well, it certainly sounds like a boast to me. Although, look around this place. It's not very big. Perhaps you are the best this town has to offer. Who am I to question your judgment? Well, it would seem that I need to wait until darkness. Finally.
Finally, someone comes in. Stay a while. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I got nothing but time these days.
Tell me, is my bed still good for another day? Thank you. I think I should rest a couple of hours. This morning is exhausting. That should do it. I can feel the calm of the night already, though the sun must still be out. Though it must be low. Yes.
I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted, and that she only has to deal with important matters.
Yes, that's very good. May I exit, please?
Too many bother my wife with their petty problems, and then don't even understand the advice she gives them.
Is that true now? Well, their loss, I suppose. The night. And it comes to life. Now, where do you suppose this young girl might be hiding? Helgi. Helgi, my dear, Where are you? No, I don't suppose you would be here. You cannot be far from the house, though. Ah, Alva. Going to visit the inn. Where could you be? Helgi? Where are you, child? Up here, perhaps. Ah. Hello. Who are you? Excuse me. Excuse me? Do you really wish to do such a thing?
Back off!
I will do no such thing. This coffin, it is much too small for an adult. What are you doing here?
Back off!
I shall do no such thing.
This is what you want?
You fool. You foolish woman. Now, Helgi,
You found me!
I
Layla was
did.
trying to find me too.
I
I'm glad you
did,
found me.
child.
Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. He
What?
wanted to play with me forever and ever. He
This
kissed me on the neck,
She's
and I
dead.
got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt.
She's a vampire.
Quiet.
Layla thought she could take me and keep me, but she can't. I'm all burned up.
Oh,
I'm
dear
tired.
child. I'm so
gonna
sorry.
sleep for a while now.
Yes, you do that.
Layla, she's dead. Ysmir's beard.
Yes,
She's a vampire.
she is indeed.
She's dead. Layla is dead.
Tell me. Tell me more about your wife.
Layla, I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Layla.
Did you notice anything strange before she left?
She began to spend a lot of time with Alva.
Did she know?
Just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye.
Well now, I think they may have met after all.
You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire?
Oh, it's a possibility we can't ignore, I assure you.
No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Layla may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this.
And why is
There
that?
is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I
Oh,
hope Alva is not what you think.
I will find the proof. Alva. You are playing games with these people, with the city of Morthal. What a waste of talent. Do you do so for some larger purpose? Do you do so for what? For your own amusement? You are short-sighted and a fool, and I will have none of it. Rest well, my child. It would seem that Morthal is a bit more interesting than perhaps I gave it credit for earlier. And this Alva. I'm sorry, my dear, but it will never work between us. You lack vision.